She had invited him to her company's rooftop soiree, an elegant event under the city skyline. But Liam Reynolds didn't belong to this world of polished smiles and champagne toasts. He wasn't someone made for polished marble floors and skyline views. Liam came from a different place, one where you earned respect with calloused hands, late nights under car hoods, and honesty. He ran a well-regarded auto shop on Chicago's South Side, far removed from the elite crowd swirling on that rooftop. Still, he showed up that night for her. Vanessa had spent weeks preparing for this event. She had fussed over every detail, her dress, her shoes, her hair. It was the first time in ages she had seemed genuinely excited about something. Liam had noticed, but he hadn't realized what it really meant. The rooftop shimmered beneath a web of string lights, glowing like stars stretched across the night. Servers weaved around the guests, balancing trays of drinks and hors d'oeuvres. Liam stood near the edge, silent and still, holding a glass he never sipped from. Vanessa drifted effortlessly through the crowd, laughing, glowing, completely in her element. She barely acknowledged Liam. He tried not to read too much into it. Maybe she just wanted to impress her colleagues. Maybe she needed to blend in. But the sideways glances, the hushed murmurs, the subtle smirks told a different story, one he wasn't prepared for. Then she approached him, not alone, but with a man beside her. Tall, polished, smug. "This is Austin," she said lightly. Liam noticed how close the man stood, like boundaries didn't apply to him. Austin turned to Liam with a mocking smirk. "So you're the husband," he said like it was some kind of joke. "Heard plenty about you." Before Liam could even reply, Austin added, "I'm going to dance with her." There was no question in his voice, only ownership. Vanessa brushed her fingers across Austin's arm and smiled up at him. "You don't need his permission," she murmured. "Let's go." That wasn't flirtation. It was cruelty. Liam stood frozen as the two of them slipped into the crowd. Vanessa moved with Austin like she'd done it before. His hands settled around her waist with familiarity. She didn't resist, she leaned in. Conversations paused. Phones quietly lifted. And then Austin locked eyes with Liam. With a smug grin, he slipped his hand under Vanessa's blouse, slow and deliberate. The glass fell from Liam's hand, shattering on the concrete at his feet. His body burned, but his voice remained calm as he stepped forward. "Take your hands off my wife." The music stopped. Silence swept across the rooftop. Every eye turned. Austin didn't budge. "What are you going to do, tough guy?" he sneered. "She's not your property." Liam didn't raise his voice. He simply shifted his jacket, revealing the holster at his hip. Not a threat, just a reminder. He wasn't powerless. "Step away," he said, his tone unwavering. Vanessa hesitated. Her expression twitched, perhaps guilt, perhaps nothing. But Austin couldn't resist one last jab. Maybe she just wants a real man instead of a washed-up grease monkey. That was it. Liam's fist landed fast and hard. Austin went down, crashing into a table, glass exploding around him. Gasps rose from the crowd. Some people even cheered. Security closed in, but Austin stayed down, face bloodied, stunned. Then Vanessa turned. Not to check on Austin, but to unleash her fury at Liam. "What is wrong with you?" she screamed. "You humiliated me." Liam stared at her in disbelief. "He put his hands on you," he said quietly. "And you're angry at me?" But she didn't care. Her tirade exploded. Accusations, blame, outrage. Liam said nothing more. He didn't need to. The truth unraveled days later. The affair had been going on for nearly a year. That night hadn't been an accident. It had been a calculated display. A public unveiling. Most of Vanessa's coworkers had known. Some even supported it. Liam had simply been the last to know. The video of the rooftop incident spread fast. Austin was fired immediately. The optics were too damaging, his behavior too public. Vanessa's career soon followed the same path. Clients backed away. Her company distanced itself. The shimmer in her reputation dulled. Liam didn't raise his voice. Didn't argue. He filed for divorce that same week, submitting video proof and documentation of betrayal. The court ruled decisively in his favor. So did the court of public opinion. What Vanessa had intended as a spectacle ended in her own downfall. Now, months later, Liam doesn't carry anger with him. When he looks back, there's no bitterness, only clarity. It was never just about cheating. It was how easily she erased him. How little it took for her to make him invisible. He understands now. Love without respect is just manipulation wearing a mask. Anyone who can demean you in public never truly valued you in private. That night didn't mark an end for him. It marked a beginning. The moment he chose dignity over humiliation. The moment he remembered who he was. And if the story feels familiar, remember this. Self-worth isn't a gift someone gives you. It's a decision. One you make, one you guard. And sometimes, it begins with walking away from someone who treats your devotion like a burden.